Hello my wonderful, wonderful people, and welcome back. So this is going to be a little talking vlog because I haven't done that in a while, and I have been to quite a few places in the last few weeks, so I thought we should get a little one-on-one. If you have been following all of my vlogs, you will have seen that here in Taiwan I have been to Taiwan, Hualien, Kenting, which is the southmost point, or which has the southmost point of Taiwan, and Tainan, the oldest city here in Taiwan. All of these places were interesting, wonderful. It was great to explore them, but all of them were slightly different. So starting with Chui Fen, which I'm pretty sure I'm still saying wrong, but I'm really trying, and I haven't heard it that many times. People just go, oh, you mean and then I forget, sadly. So I think I've told you about it before in a video, like in a voiceover, but let's do a little wrap up here. So let's talk about it again. The city itself is like a small mountain town, and it was so picturesque, I think you can say. At night when they turn on the red lanterns, it's beautiful, and there's a lot of people going there just to take pictures, of course. But it was a lot of fun, like walking around the tiny streets and seeing the old buildings, going to the big temple that is there. That was quite the adventure. And yeah, so to go there you will have to take a train to Ruifen, and then you can take a bus or a taxi up to the mountains. And because it was really misty that day, and by misty I mean you couldn't like see 3 meters like from you, so we were quite happy taking a taxi up the mountains. Next, I am saying we because my mom and my sister were there at that time. So Chui Fen I did with my sister, Hualien and Kenting I did with my sister and my mom, and Tainan I did with my mom. So Hualien, we also took a train there. There's no like high-speed train going there, so you will have to take a slow one, which simply means they stop more times. So they're still going quite fast, and it didn't take that long, but yeah, they just stop more times. Hualien was just beautiful. In the east of Taiwan there are not that many cities. Most of them are in the west. So the region of Hualien is quite big, and there's a few small towns, and then there's of course Hualien itself. And there's a lot of like parks, and as always a lot of nature, and we were lucky enough to book a great tour through the Taroko National Park. And if you have seen the vlog, you have seen the beauty of this park, the gorges, which you can call canyons, I learned. The crystal clear water. I don't think I have ever seen water that is that shade of blue, because it was not like this. Most rivers I know are murky, or sometimes you see like this turquoise blue water, but in this case it was like crystal icy blue. So pretty. And it was a lot of fun walking around there and having a look at the nature and enjoying everything. And the next day we went rafting, which was also a lot of fun because, well, rafting is fun, and the river itself was not that wild. So for my first time rafting it was really good. It was not too adrenaline pushing, if you know what I mean. And yeah, you can see that as well. So for that vlog I bought myself a harness, so the camera was like around here somewhere, so that I didn't have to hold it and that I didn't have to worry about losing it or anything like that. So that was really good. And I'm thinking about maybe just doing one walking vlog, because there's like the big forest park in the city here, the Da'an Park. And why not do like an almost uncut version of a walk with just the camera mounted to myself? I think that might be interesting. So maybe leave your comments down below if you think that too. After Hualien, we took another train, because everything we did here was by train. We took another train to Kaohsiung, which is in the west, but very, very southwest of Taiwan. And then, well, so you have the beautiful island of Taiwan, and you have like this tiny little space that's the southmost point of Taiwan, which includes Kenting. And that's where we wanted to go. So we had to go from Kaohsiung to Kenting, and that's an hour-long car ride. And we were not able to get a car. So we took a taxi, or we got a driver. It's not as expensive as it sounds. It probably was cheaper than my one-time taxi from my home in Hamburg to a certain place in Hamburg, which took about 30 minutes, because he had to drive through Hamburg, which means city traffic, and I had to pay like 40 euros. So yeah, that 1 hour ride was probably cheaper. I hate taxis in Hamburg, they're so expensive. But okay, back to the point. I wanted to explain to you why we didn't get a car, because we didn't understand why we didn't get a car. We ordered one beforehand and everything seemed to be fine, and then they said, no, you can't get it. And here's the big problem. Apparently, and that might have also been the problem in Korea when we booked a car, here in Taiwan right now, they won't let you get a car as a foreigner with insurance. It sounds a bit weird, I know, but that apparently was the problem, because we booked the car with like a full coverage, so if something happens you don't have to pay for anything. But they don't do that, and because they don't do that, they cancel your reservation because you reserved because you reserved a car with full coverage insurance, and they don't do that. And as far as I understood, if you want to rent a car, at least here in Taiwan right now, you don't get any coverage because the insurance companies don't want to cover for foreigners. So we decided against the car, because no insurance, no way. We are guessing that there's a way around this, because if you have a credit card that has rent car insurance in it, in the package, then everything might be covered over that credit card. But none of us has a credit card like that with that kind of package. So we didn't have a car, and we were in the middle of nowhere. So on the first day we walked a little bit, but it was not really meant for people that go by foot. The streets didn't have anything like a sideway, or even like just like this little part where you have like the big yellow line or white line where you can walk. You had to walk on the street. And so the next day, from the next day on, we had a driver who drove us around, who showed us everything, because the place, the whole area is quite large, so you can see a lot of things, as you might have seen in the vlog. We went to the Marine Biology Museum, which is also an aquarium. We saw beaches, we saw big fields and meadows, we saw something that looked like a desert. So there was a lot of different places you could visit, and we didn't even visit all of them, but the ones we saw were all beautiful, but also different from what we've seen in the Taroko National Park, because the Taroko National Park is on mountains, and here we were a lot at the coastline. So yeah, that was Kenting. And then we took a train to Tainan, which is the oldest city here in Taiwan. Tainan was once the capital of Taiwan, which of course it no longer is, now it's Taipei. But the beauty of Tainan is that you still have all of these old places. You still have old forts, you have a lot of old houses, and it was a lot of fun and very interesting to walk around there and take pictures and like get everything from this old, beautiful, beautiful city. So if you haven't, go watch that vlog as well. Watch all of them, because all of these places are just beautiful. I just love these green mountains, these old cities, the temples, the nature, the gorgeous, I'm in love. So yeah, I still have a little bit over 2 weeks here in Taipei, because it's Friday right now. I don't know when I will upload this, but now I kind of spoiled what day it is. Doesn't matter. So it's Friday right now. I have 1 weekend and then 2 more weeks, and I will be flying to Japan on the 8th of May. And as I found out, I am lucky, because the 8th of May is the day when they stop doing all the COVID things. So I don't have to pre-apply for anything. I don't have to take all of my like vaccination stuff and send it to them. I can just enter the country. Woohoo! So yeah, there's still a few places I want to visit here in Taipei. I probably will go to the zoo, as I do in most cities. And there's a few things that are like a little bit outside, so I might do that as well. But the last few days I needed to like just don't do anything, because I was like traveling the last 3 weeks, like traveling, and I know it sounds weird, but in between I have to just live a life, because if I'm traveling all 360 days, and if I keep going and going and going and going and going, I will not, I cannot survive that. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but I need a break, because while I'm traveling, I'm filming, I'm taking pictures, I'm thinking about what can I do for my Tumblr, which has all the edited pictures. What can I do for Instagram? What can I do for the videos? How to film that? Sometimes I have to go like back and forth because I'm filming something and I walk by something and then I go back to take the picture. Believe me, I love doing it, but it's not as relaxing as just laying on the couch and watching a series for 1 day. So yeah, that's what I've been doing the last few days. So now I'm going to get my sleeping schedule back on track. So I had my alarm going off so that I didn't sleep until, I don't know, whenever. And I'm going out, I'm going to meet a friend who's right now in Taiwan. And we're going to go back to filming. Something. Anything, I will find something. So yeah. And yeah, you might not see everything that's like the typical Taiwan touristy things, because every time I see them, it kind of, I think there's like still the teenager in me that goes, oh, everyone goes there, I don't want to go there. You know, this thing some teenagers have, like, everyone likes this. I don't, I'm special, I like Foo Fighters, which I still do, but you get my gist? So with traveling, I'm similar. I just like finding things on my own and not being like, oh, this is where I have to go because everyone tells me I have to go there. No. I want to find it by chance or find something else not a lot of people find. And I hope you enjoy that, because if you want to see the things everyone sees or shows, just probably go to Instagram, you will find them there. And probably better shot than me. So, yeah. But okay, enough rambling. I will now get myself completely ready to go out and get back on track. So, see you. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.